Hi, Pat fam. This is Bob Money, and yeah, I'm finally doing live trading with real money. And yeah, welcome. If this is the first day of my uh, goal to try to double my account, trading only one stock using price action, and um, this strategy will include two-legged pullbacks, failed two-legged pullbacks, entering in second, third, fourth pullbacks. Just using the typical price action um, strategies that are mentioned in my channel. And if you go into my channel, you can see kind of some of the strategies that I use. If you go to the um, price action for beginners playlist. And so I'll be implementing those while trading. And now let's share some of my thoughts. Yeah, I'm gonna be trading the MES, which is the micro, which is it's like the ES, but 1/10 the size. So your margins are 10 times less, and that means that for every point you get, instead of $50, you get $5. I know it seems small, but if you can double your account on MES, then you can obviously scale up. And to be honest, it's probably more difficult to double your account on the MES because if you include commissions, the commission rate percentage-wise is worse than the ES. So if you can, yeah, if you can double your account on the MES, you should be able to double your account on the ES. So here we are today. I already did some charting, and I'm going to start small. I'm going to be trading 2 contracts today just to get a feel of this and to see how things are, how I feel about this. Um, yeah, my goal is hopefully I can achieve doubling my count in about 1 month. And that's my personal goal, but we'll go as fast. We can only go as fast as what the market gives us. So here, it's going to be trading here, and if we get here, we're in this trading range, and so I'm not eager to really enter into this trading range. It's confusing. You should only really be trading in here with limit orders and scaling in. And so I'm not really focused on that for this trade, but that's typically the only way you can really trade it. Not only a trading range, but a really tight trading range. You see all these overlapping bars? But yeah. So I'm waiting to go into my first trade with real money, and I'm excited. So we'll see. We'll see what my first trade will be. I've already charted a lot of this. We're in this really broad channel, and in here we're kind of crawling up. We're another channel here. I guess I can get rid of this. And then, yeah, we're hitting some support here. You see the limit orders being bought. That means we are continued trading range. If people are buying with limit orders, and you can tell by the wicks, size of the wicks and overlapping bars, people are entering the orders with limit orders, then that will result in a trading range. So we are in this trading range right now, and we will be in it until we're out. So we got to wait to confirm to get out of this trading range. So we have yeah, so for you guys tuning in for the first time, I have a custom script here that I've made that counts legs. And all the numbers you see on the left side of the chart, which is the current, anything on left of the current bar, these are all the legs numbered. And not only that, the color of the leg also sniffing. Okay, gave me a good bounce off my channel here that I've created using these points way back here. This point, and now bounce off this point, showing some support. People had limit orders right there ready to buy, and they've already made their 1 point scalp. Even though we kind of broke this trading range, which is a bear flag at this point, measured move is probably about, let's see where we're at. What's our measured move? So we still have some room for the measured move, but that will require us to break the channel and also 240 simple moving average. Let's see if we can do it. It's about this support down here. Yep. So my script basically numbers all the legs. Dark green zeros are second entries or two-legged pullbacks on the long side. Red zeros are two-legged pullbacks or second entries on the short side. Gray zeros are first entries, which I don't really trade. And the magenta colors are traps. And as you can see here, my script tells me which leg will be coming up. If this bar breaks, if this bar touches this diamond is placed perfectly on one tick above the signal bar. And so if it touches it, it will trigger a two-legged pullback or a second entry. And also we have a ticker count here. I'm using a 2000 tick overlay on the MES. And so right now the chart you're seeing is ES, but when I put my orders in, it will be on the MES. And so it turns red when it's under 50, turns yellow when it's under 200. And so that's a ticker count. Yep, we're still at a two-legged pullback if we get a bounce here. And this is not a bad place to actually do a two-legged pullback because of this strong support here. But I'm always weary of the trap. Every two-legged pullback is a potential trap. So we're on this downtrend here, and this two-legged pullback, to make the scalper's profit, we'll have to hit the 75 mark, which looks like it will hit it. There was enough room to hit for the 20 EMA, but who knows? Still hasn't hit it yet. We're at the 50 mark. So when I say 50 mark, I mean the 50-cent mark. So every grid is it's 1 point. So I divide into 4 sections. So the zeros, 25s, 50s, 75s. And I'm eating here. I'm just waiting for my trade. Fresh coffee. We're still in Trap City. If this gets to the scalper's profit, this will change color because it'll no longer be a trap. But we are still in Trap City. Also in a trading range still. We are in this trading range, which you can see something like this. These 2 points. We're just getting really wedged. I know my chart looks kind of crazy right now, but yeah, I'm just getting wedged. Okay, so scalper's profit was hit, so now it's no longer a trap. Change color here, as you can see. This changed color because, or this changed color because we made more than scalper's profit. Still in a downtrend. I'll be interested if it breaks this low, if this becomes a signal bar. I'll be interested in entering here. That will be A, B, C, A, B, C. It'll be a second pullback. Or A, B, C. It could be a third pullback, as signified by this 2. I would be interested, but we're in a trading range, and I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna wait until we get out of this trading range. As long as we're still in here between these two horizontal lines, I'm not very interested. Only way you would really trade this is with limit orders, and I am not doing a limit order for my very first trade with real money. And if you see on the bottom here, you can see somewhere around here, you can see my account. So I know right now it says I have 2,400 as my initial. I'm going to be basing my doubling of my MES account off of $2,000. The 400 is just initial deposit plus, whatever maintenance costs I will need to pay. So I'm just going to keep it as 400, but my target is to double up the 2,000. So we see a double top here. Still in this range. This is for me, like a B setup. If I were to give it a grade, if I were to enter here. Not the trade I'm looking for. Definitely because we're in a trading range. When you enter orders with stop losses in the trading range, you're already at a disadvantage because while everyone's taking limit orders, you're trying to get in with a stop order, and oftentimes those limit orders are like 1 or 2 ticks below the previous low. So that's a perfect recipe of disaster. Okay, we broke out of this smaller channel. We'll readjust it if it comes back into it. Otherwise, it will be a breakout. So today's choppy, man. Choppy. Like if you're trading today, I'd be surprised if you come out with a profit, cause this is nasty. Like, man. But as Albrook says, if the first third of the day is choppy, the second third of the day will most likely be trending, and the last third of the day will be back to choppy. So I'm going to be, so we're back in. Let's readjust our channel. So I'm going to be interested in getting into trade probably maybe 30 minutes or, I don't know, maybe soon. But I need a clear break of this range. I need a clear break of a range in general. I'm not going to trade when I have big tails, big wicks, multiple overlapping bars. Like it, for a brief moment, breaks into a range or a trend. Starts a trend here. But right after that, it goes right back into this choppiness, and you are in trouble. The number one question you should always be asking yourself is this trending or is it in a range? And that will greatly influence how you enter the market or how you are interpreting the market. Currently, what I'm seeing, if I were to answer that question, is a range. We are definitely in a range still. If I wanted to kind of like play with the limit orders, I would set up a limit order down here. Limit order up here and scale in. Okay, this channel is looking a lot like this trend line, so I'm just going to get rid of it at this point. Remake it based off these 2 points. So now, probably a more accurate picture we have is we have a trend line created by these 2 highs and this low here. Remember, you can only make a trend line using, if you use 2 points up here, the you have to use a point between these 2 points. So this is the only valid low that I can use. And we have an overextension here. This is the story we're seeing now. Overextension here, and another overextension where just the wicks or just the tails are piercing, enters right back into the channel. So you have this oscillation right now here, and a perfect hit right up here. Remember, I made the trend line based off these 2 points, yet it hit it perfectly here. This is a good sign that we are reading the market correctly. We have a valid trend line here, 3 hits. I'm still not interested in going in though, because we are in a range. We are in a range that's going downwards, essentially. The downward bias. But if you look at the bigger picture here, we see this trend line, and it seems like a pretty strong trend line. 4 hits so far. So that's kind of what we're waiting for. That's what we're seeing. That was a solid 2-legged pullback right here. I'm just always scared of the traps, especially near points like this. But that would have been a good 2-legged pullback trade. For me right there, maybe A minus, B plus A minus. The reason why I gave that B plus or A minus is because we were in a trend, we were in a range, and so I just wasn't sure how it would react here, but that might give people more reason to enter there. But you know, we have strong supports. If I had drawn this trend line, this channel correctly, I would have seen at least 3 supports here with the 240 SMA, the bottom of this trend line, and the bottom of this trend line, or this channel, bottom of this channel, and bottom of this channel. Would have given me a nice support there. Maybe that would have been a good trade. Maybe I should enter that. If you had entered that, your runner would have been stopped out already. Just keep reading this market until I get a solid entry that I feel like would be good. I still am seeing a range with long wicks. Long wicks. Unfortunately, I have to start this video in a range like this, but another note is in a range, traps are not as reliable. So you can see that you might have got stopped out here if you went into this trap. Okay, so we're breaking out of this channel with a second pullback. So that means after a second pullback, what do we expect? The next down leg to be a second entry, because the 2-legged pullback would have finished. A, B, C. Which you can see by the counting here. The dark green 0, A, B, 0 here, C with the 1. I'm interested in here. I'm interested in this 2-legged pullback, the second entry. This will be my first trade with live money. Shall we? Hitting top of the channel, long wick, higher lows, all the way up. You know what? I'll wait for this to trigger, and I'll look for the trap. I'll look for the trap here. For every second entry, there's a trap waiting around the corner. still very, very, excuse the pun, but very wicked. This is very wicked. Do we want to enter here? See, the reason why I don't want to enter here is because we kind of bounced off the support and broke out of the trading range on the long side. And now we haven't closed under this trading range, which makes me hesitant if it does touch this. It makes me feel like people are waiting here with limit orders on this pullback to this support. So that worries me if I want to go short. Anyways, this is just so many overlapping bars, so many overlapping ranges. This is hard to trade for me, to be honest. It might be easier for you, but to me, what I feel like the market's telling me is it's trying to go into a trend now. It's trying to go into a trend, and we have a micro trend line. Sorry, a micro channel right here. If you're in a micro bull channel like this, number one rule, never go short. No matter how good of a setup you think you can see, never go short. What I would do is look for traps. If I do see a setup on the short side, that makes me want to look for a trap on the long side, a short trap or bear trap, because I know that there are a lot of bears who probably entered. If there's a good setup to go on the short side and it triggers, I know a lot of bears are there. But on a strong bull trend or a micro channel like this going bullish, micro channel like this, they're just, that's a trap waiting to happen. I would love if my first trade would be a trap, so I would love that. The reason why I'm trading only 2 contracts is because I'm still waiting for um, NinjaTrader to confirm my commission rate, and I actually don't know it yet. So I'm trading 2 contracts just to see what my commissions are, and from there I will either continue trading or stop trading, wait for them to confirm my commissions. Yeah, so I bought the lifetime license today, and some of you guys know it went on sale, and so that was a good time to buy. And yeah, after you buy it, you actually have to do a couple things. You have to they give you instructions, but you have to include your license number and make sure you plug it in. Oh, here's a trap. This is the trap I'm waiting for. And I got a lot of you know, traders here who think this is gonna reverse, but most likely.
Order submitted.
So it goes up to here. They got all these trap traders in this little tail here. So you never go short in a uh, bullish micro channel. So I have my order ready. One tick above the signal bar, which is currently this, but I'm keeping my eye out on the tick counter. And when this gets close to 0, when it starts to turn yellow then red, I'm going to have my stop order primed up, ready to be put right here, because once this bar finishes and the next bar begins, this is the new signal bar. So this will continue to be in Trap City unless this goes down to 75. We're still in Trap City, as you can see by my indicator, or by my script telling us the next one, it will be magenta. It'll be a magenta leg upwards, second pullback. All right. Like I said, I was waiting for this, and then wanted trap. You're asking for a trap here. bears are begging to be trapped. They're like, oh, please trap us. We want to be trapped. And I'll say, okay, I'll trap you. And I'm waiting. Also, I wanted to test the auto break even function for the stop loss. There's an auto break even you can create for your runner. And on the simulation, it sets off right when the target or the price hits the 1 point. But for me, I wanted to see how it reacts in live trading, because that's not a good thing. All right, so we're at 200 more ticks. More 200 ticks. Waiting this to get down to around 50, and then I'll have it ready, and I will set it at when it gets below 20. So I might not even need to set it. We'll see. We're at 50, 36, 4. All right.
Order
Beautiful signal bar. I am in my first trade live. Here we go. And yeah, we'll see what happens. 2 contracts on the trap, above support, above resistance, in a micro bull channel. Yeah, I think this is a good trade, but we'll see. Who knows? This is the signal bar. I'm gonna put 2 ticks on there. I'm pretty confident I could scale in even here, to be honest, with all the supports on here, but we'll see. We'll see if I have to do that. Now we sit here and wait. I'm not really worried here. I do feel like I can scale in if I have to, but I don't think I'm gonna have to. This line was created from not sure what that support was created from. Oh, from these bodies. I think people have limit orders right there. Yep, people want to get in. One more entrance. Limit orders right there. More limit orders. More people coming in. All right, going down. Limit orders here at this body, probably. Get a couple more bulls. Trap in some more bears. Now with the trap, you would kind of expect it to go quickly and hit this, but yeah, we're just in this trading range here, so we might just kind of grind up to it. Who knows? If it does hit here, that means it's a potential another trap. Got double bottom here. Hits here, maybe a 2-legged pullback, and now another trap. That's another trap. Man, should I go into this double trap here? Double check something. Yeah, I'd be interested if this traps again. What's my tick count? 1300.
Order submitted.
Alright. Setting up my next order. If this comes up here again, it's another trap within a trap. So let's get this ready, primed up. And I'm going to raise, if this has 75, then my target will be 75 here. I'm going to raise my other trap to be up here. Because if it does hit, it will have to pass this mark. Hitting the bottom of this micro channel, that's support. Trap City. Trap City. Pretty sure I can scale in. If this doesn't work out, I'm alright here. If it triggers this, this is gonna zoom up to here. I'm pretty certain. So my break even works. It should give me one tick above 30, 47, should be at 30, 47.5. It's a pretty good signal bar, and we are really close to a trap, and bears are sweating. We have all these trap traders down here. They are surely sweating. They're sweating more than I am sweating. That is for sure. All right, let's let the second trap hit. I'm sure we'll zoom up. We're gonna zoom up to this. Pretty certain we will zoom up to it. Oh, actually, I don't have my runner. I can't test my break even. Just waiting, being patient. Hitting here. It's not what I want to see really. Double bottom. Oh, double bottom. That is actually not a bad sign now. If it went lower, I would not like to see that. But double bottom, I don't mind that. These long tails are showing me that there's a lot of bears or a lot of bulls here buying. But let's see who will prevail. Actually, I think I can see my commissions right now, and it's at 82 cents for basically 2 contracts that I bought in. So that is 41. Yeah, I think we're good. I think we're on the lifetime commissions. So, that being said,
Order canceled. Order submitted.
let's try this. I will be doing a regular order here, not with 2 contracts, but with 4 contracts, 3 scalps, 1 runner. Just teasing us at this point. I'm pretty certain if this hits, this is going to zoom up. But we are being disappointed at the moment. We're not seeing what we want to see in a trap. Alright, let's see what happens here. Can it get to the bottom here? Still one tick above. We are waiting patiently. This will be another trap here. If it does hit, waiting. You know, more bears getting trapped down here. More bears getting trapped, more bulls coming in. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm seeing with these long tails here, closing above this support. I'm pretty certain if it does hit this, it's going to zoom. And it looks like it's about to do that soon. Keeps banging at the door. Banging at the door. Hit it. But I didn't get filled. Why not filled on the MES? There is a battle. Truly a battle going on right here. So the trap did trigger, but I didn't get filled. And maybe it's a good thing. We'll see.
Order canceled.
Alright, so we're breaking down, and I'm going to try to scale in here. I'm pretty confident I can scale in. Got a bunch of supports here, but we shall see. Maybe 2 get pullback on the next one.
Order submitted. Order canceled. Order submitted.
Scale in here and then bring this down to break even. Plus commissions. Strong support, double support here.
Order filled.
This will be my break even point here. Give me a break even.
Target filled.
Alright, what we saw was a flush and flushed out whatever traders are weak bulls. And so now we have a runner here, break even, and we have one runner, so we'll see how far this goes. I'll be right back. Alright, so we got our runner set going, and yeah, unfortunate the trap didn't work. I mean, it's nice when traps work out, but I could tell that, you know, at least we could be able to scale back in and make a decent profit, so maybe I'll protect some profits here. I'll raise this up a little bit. Let's readjust this. Now I'm gonna look back and figure out, so like, you know, they got flushed out, right? They wanted to flush whatever bulls out, and they probably did flush out a lot of the weak bulls, but you know, if you see this kind of like the strong uptrend and you're in a range, you know, you're hitting all these supports right here, you know, you can kind of know that even if it does kind of flush, that you'll be able to scale back in. You know, there's a high chance, of course nothing is 100%, but there's a high chance you would at least be able to scale in. Let me take a look here. My total commission so far is 451, and I have a profit. Okay, so the commissions look like they're correct, at least from what I see. 451 commissions. I traded so far. How many contracts? 0.42. 041 times 2, 4, 6, 6, 7. Yep. Okay, we're good. So basically, I'm just running on this one runner right now. And maybe I can get 4 points on it, which should be nice. And if I don't, it's alright, because we'll still have some profits here. It's unfortunate my first trade didn't work out as planned, but there was a plan, just plan B. So let's just let this runner go as far as it can. I think one thing I did forget to do is put my stop 2 ticks above my break even, so I could protect myself from that rounding down of commissions, which I don't know why NinjaTrader does that, but they do that. That being said, I'm going to have to edit this 2 points. I'm going to lower this, even though it's at 4 points. I think I might just lower it to the channel, top of this channel here. Seems like a reasonable place to put it. If anything, I know I'll get at least 1 point, so keep adjusting it because the channel is higher now here at this point. I'm going to follow closely with the stop underneath it. One tick underneath the signal bar. By the way, I entered in a 2-legged pullback, so A, B, C. We see the dark green 0. So this was a 2-legged pullback off support for my my scale-in order. for now, we have a free ride. Just keep riding it up as far as it takes us. That's so unfortunate. That was a good spot, and it's unfortunate that they wanted to do a flush. So that does happen. In a different time frame, this would be a wick, like a really big tail, and yeah, pretty bullish. Yeah, it's just a nasty day today, to be honest. So much chop. Thinking even this trap could have happened in chop. Yeah, that's why it didn't work out. Not too sure. Just watching still. No sweat here. No stress here. Free trade. Alright, this is just creating another tight trading range here. Triple bottom, triple micro bottom, double micro top. We are just bouncing in here. This is a very choppy day. Unfortunate day to start your trading, but yeah, you can only get easier from here. Hopefully, that's just a little beginner's bad luck for me, and hopefully it won't be signs to come. We'll see. If it does break up here, could see a strong move, impulsive move upwards. Just enough to hit my limit, hopefully. Alright. These bears are kind of wondering what is happening. Should we get out? Should we stay in? You kind of have to guess, like, where are these bears stop order? If you can figure that out, then you kind of know, like, a good place to get in. So, I don't know. bear stop order and the longs stop. If it's somewhere up here, one of the I guess the longs target, or the bears that are up here and the bears that are down here. Where are their stop orders or stop losses? Getting 1 or 2 ticks above this high. Maybe a 75. If it gets a 50, it's gonna come back down. 75, zoom. That's just what I think it's gonna do. Okay, so we ended top of the range there. Okay, 50, so come back down. 75, zoom. 50 came back down. 75, zoom. That's what I'm thinking. 50, come back down. Okay, hit the 75. Hit the 75. Trigger their stop losses at 75. Come on. Hit the 75. That's where I feel like their stop losses are. Okay. Okay, maybe not. Maybe they are more resilient than I thought. 3 ticks. It's just getting so close to my limit. Just wanted to hit it. Okay, so 75 wasn't it. Maybe it's on the zeros. Where are their stop losses? Let's go hunting for stop losses, shall we? Maybe it's on the zeros. Oh. Protect some profits here. I feel like I'm surprised they still haven't triggered their stop losses. That's incredible to me. They are resilient. All right. Hit my limit. Come on. Hit my limit. That is unfortunate. I might get stopped out here. That is unfortunate. So close. So close yet so far. Man, that means there's a lot of bears here. Still putting limit orders. They are just putting limit orders all the way up here, thinking that sometime throughout the day, the price is going to be lower than here. It's a lot of bears. It's a lot of grinding. We're at resistance here as well. Alright, I got stopped out.
Filled.
Alright, so that was, yeah, could have been better. Could have been a little bit better. How long are we going here? So far we're about 1 hour in. Like, man, today is just a bad day to trade. It's so choppy. Even when it's going up, it's choppy. This is just a choppy day. Alright guys, gonna wrap the day up here. I got kind of busy. I missed a couple good trades here. You know, we had a good trap here that I would have been very interested in, hitting the resistance here. Couldn't even reach the top of this channel, and the signal bar right here, amazing signal bar, and I think that would have been a very good trap to enter into. And honestly, you wouldn't have gotten stopped out, and you could have just collected all of this, you know, without risk. So unfortunate, you know, that's what happens when you work. You can't do this full time, but ended the day with let's see, a couple break evens. No negative trades, which is good. A couple break evens and a couple of good limit order. Um, I should have done more limit order trades throughout this day, but I just didn't want to do it. My first day, I wanted to get in with a couple good stop orders with the two-legged pullbacks or failed entries, failed second entries or whatnot. So you can only really take what the market gives you, and when the market gives you something disgusting like this is a slow grind up all day for many hours. There's not much you can do. I mean, for swing trading, great. You probably can get in, right here or somewhere, or above the break of these highs or something at these pivots. But this is not the strategy here. We're just looking for scalps, um, and yeah, unfortunately, just the trades didn't work out as good as I wanted them to. But can't be sad about a green day. You know, still in a green day here, and yeah, man, when the market looks like this today, with these spikes, super choppy, super choppy here, all the way up. Even the trends are choppy. Um, Not much you can do. But again, happy it's a green day, and hope that's been helpful. Hopefully, can see you guys next time, and yeah, we'll end up today with a profit of 36.96, which is about uh, almost 2%. Um, we just have about 98 more percent, but yeah, we can't complain about a green day. So see you next time.